Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
Hoping for a breakthrough, President Biden meeting today with two families who are still wondering when their loved ones, a former Marine from Novi and a WNBA star, might be freed and brought home from Russia.
The sister of Paul Whelan and the wife of Brittany Griner both getting a chance to speak in person with President Biden today.
Griner's been detained since 2018. But do today's meetings really mean there has been any progress toward getting them home? Megan Woods are live with what we know right now. Megan.
Yes, well, you remember back in July, President Biden personally called these same family members. So this is just taking that a step forward. We reached out to Paul's brother, David Whelan, and even though he wasn't available to talk to us, he said that it is very kind for the president to take time to reassure their family that Paul's return is a priority for them. The Biden administration has continued to say that both Paul Whelan and Brittany Griner, they were wrongfully detained.
We want these two individuals home, back where they belong with their families. They should be there already.
Wayne State University political science professor Fred Pearson says this meeting is President Biden's way of being responsive after negotiations have gone on with little results. In July, the U.S. offered up Russian arms dealer Victor Bout, who is serving a 25-year sentence, in exchange for WNBA star Brittany Griner and former Marine Paul Whelan.
There's a long history of mutual prisoner exchanges and releases. But I think the Russians are being especially difficult at the moment because of the sanctions that we put on against Moscow.
He's talking about the trade sanctions the U.S. made earlier this year against Russia after the start of the war in Ukraine. But while it feels like negotiations are at a standstill, Professor Fred Pearson is optimistic and says today's meeting is meant to encourage the families that are still waiting for their loved ones to return home.
And I think he's trying to explain the situation, that we're trying as hard as we can. I think that the exchange will take place at some point. How soon is another question. And how much it will take in terms of sweetening the deal for the Russians.
And this comes after a former U.S. ambassador for United Nations, Bill Richardson, was taking a visit to Moscow this week and meeting with Russian leaders. So it's clear that there is some sort of pressure behind the scenes to make sure that these two come back home here to the U.S. Back to you.
So many families here obviously waiting here locally for that answer. We appreciate it, Megan. Thank you.
We have some breaking news tonight involving the first man who pleaded guilty to an alleged plot to kidnap Governor Whitmer. Ty Garbin of Heartland, who testified against the other accused conspirators in two federal trials, has had his sentence drastically reduced. U.S. District Judge Robert Jonker deciding to cut the 75-month sentence down to 30 months. If Garbin had gone to trial and been found guilty, he could have faced life in prison. He's been behind bars since his arrest in October of 2020.
A solemn moment inside Westminster Hall. King Charles and his royal siblings, Anne, Andrew, and Edward, holding vigil at the coffin of Queen Elizabeth II.
Many mourners have been waiting up to half of a day to pay their final respects to the only monarch most in the UK and the world, for that matter, have ever known.
Our Kimberly Gill is live in London tonight covering the Queen's funeral. Good evening, Kim.
Hi, good evening, Karen and Jason. Yeah, it's a little after 10 p.m. here in London tonight, and those lines that you mentioned are still filing behind me, pretty steady. Earlier today they had to pause the line because capacity had been reached inside Westminster Hall. That's not the case anymore. The line is continuing, but some estimates say that it's going to take about 24 hours for folks to get inside.
A lone bagpiper plays Amazing Grace on Westminster Bridge as tens of thousands of mourners pass through the streets of London to say goodbye to their queen. The line waiting to enter Westminster Hall stretched more than 4 miles along the River Thames Friday.
What does it mean for you to be here today?
It means everything. I have loads of respect for the Queen. She was a super role model.
One of the many here to say goodbye was Michigan native Connie Fournier of Mount Clemens.
It's sad, but appreciative of someone who did such a wonderful job Certainly a hero to look up to. I mean, just amazing woman.
This wasn't about making time. This was about showing respect.
I've been in the line for 6.5 hours.
Oh, you've been in line 6.5 hours already?
Yeah.
Any idea how much longer?
I say a couple more hours.
Once inside, mourners only had a fleeting moment. Some bowed, others curtsied.
And personally, it's been it's been 13 hours in the queue, so it's been quite a tiring one, really. But worth every moment. I mean, the opportunity to say goodbye and to commend Her late Majesty to God has been really, really special.
Yeah. And so many people sharing that same sentiment and not seeming to mind waiting in those very long lines. There will be a vigil here at Westminster Hall tomorrow, held by the grandchildren. Then, of course, the funeral will be on Friday. We will be here all weekend long covering that for you, and we'll have more coming up in a live report later in this broadcast as well as at 6 o'clock. We're live tonight in London. Kimberly Gill, Local 4.
All right, we appreciate it, Kim, and we look forward to hearing you tonight at 5:30.
Another Michigan man is sentenced for rioting inside the U.S. Capitol building on January 6th. 47-year-old Anthony Williams sentenced today for a number of crimes. The judge giving him one of the longest sentences given to a Capitol rioter in the country. Grant Herms digging into the sentence today. And Grant, Williams is on a short list here.
Jason, he certainly is. Just 5 other people have sentences longer than Williams out of 800, more rather than 800 ongoing cases right now. Williams, who prosecutors say was among the first into the Capitol that day, was seen on several videos and found in Facebook chats that were recovered by investigators admitting to his role in the insurrection.
Sentenced to 5 years in prison, 3 years of supervised release, and ordered to pay $7,000 in fines and restitution. Anthony Robert Williams is the latest Michigan man to face punishment for his role in the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. According to court documents, the 47-year-old Southgate man recorded himself in several videos, saying he and others stormed the Capitol and pushed back the cops. In Facebook messages recovered by investigators, Williams calling the riot the proudest moment of my life. I felt like the founding fathers were smiling down on us. Ultimately, prosecutors say he actively resisted Capitol Police inside the Capitol crypt, where some of the most violent clashes happened that day. He also celebrated and smoked marijuana inside the building. Prosecutors saying Williams was purposeful, extensive, enthusiastic, and remorseless. Williams isn't serving the longest sentence doled out, but it is among the longest. So far, it's certainly the longest prison sentence given to a rioter from Michigan, according to the Justice Department's list of Capitol rioters. Williams' defense attorneys writing in this case, Mr. Williams has learned from his experience and from listening to the testimony at trial and during jury selection. He will not become involved in something like this ever again.
Williams is one of 17 men from Michigan to be arrested for their alleged involvement in the Capitol riots. So far, at least according to that DOJ list, Jason, he's the only one to be sentenced without taking a plea deal first.
Grant, how many, well, if that's the case, how many of the Michigan cases are still pending then?
So right now, according to that DOJ Capitol breach case tracker, there are 6 Michigan cases still ongoing, including 2 big ones. The case of former gubernatorial candidate Ryan Kelly, as well as Michael Floyd, the man from Wixom, who was seen on video beating Capitol police officers with a hockey stick. We'll be watching those as these cases continue here. Back to you.
We sure will. All right, Grant, we appreciate it. Well, we've been bringing it to you all week. You've seen these cars. They are fancy. They're being polished. The champagne is being poured as the city gets ready for the first auto show charity preview event since 2019.
Pretty exciting. Feels good, right?
It feels warmer.
Yeah, it does. Devin Skilly and Rhonda Walker live at Huntington Place to show us what to expect. As my mom would say, you two are looking snazzy.
Spiffy.
Why, thank you.
Yes, you decided to go with the quiet approach this year.
I decided to channel my inner highlighter.
You look fantastic.
Thank you.
But it is so fun to be back at a night like this. Doesn't it seem like forever ago that we did this last?
It's been 3.5 years.
Exactly right.
It was before it was Huntington Place. It was still Cocoa back then.
It was exactly right. TCF never got one.
No,
that's exactly right. But it is back, and the auto show is changing. it has to change with the times, trying to make it a more experiential kind of week coming up as it opens to the public tomorrow, spilling outside. I think you'd have to say that so far, though, moving it from January to September is getting A+.
Well, I didn't have to walk through snow in heels today, which is unusual. But of course, tonight is all about the charities. And there are a lot of charities that suffered over these last 3.5 years without the funding. So tonight is a big night for the Children's Foundation and Boys and Girls Club and Detroit PAL and the Children's Center, the DADA's Charitable Fund.
Mott's Children's Hospital. It has always been one of the most charitable nights. It's amazing the money that has been raised ever since going back to, I think you said you were
the 1970s.
Back to the 70s or 60s
over
when this first started.
$100 million they've given to these charities. And so, all the pomp and circumstance today, getting all dolled up in your dresses and tuxes for maybe the first time in about 3 years.
That's right.
So intermixed with all of that, this really is a big night for children's charities across Metro Detroit, which is what makes it so special.
That's exactly right, and really important to keep our focus on that as we move forward here tonight. Also, we hope you'll be joining us this evening as we bring it all to you live here, coming up tonight at 7 p.m. live on Local 4. We'll also stream it on Local 4 Plus and clickondetroit.com. Now, I know somebody else who's she has been on this theme about how much better it has been to have a warm outside instead of the cold that we got used to.
She really delivered with the forecast. I mean, it's September. I didn't have high expectations, but today is an absolutely perfect summer day. Kim Adams, of course, is here with us today to bring us the forecast both inside and for the outside experience.
I know, I said this all week long. I mean, I don't know who made the decision to make it in September, but thank you from every meteorologist that I know, because I have never been able to forecast a better charity preview tonight. People are getting ready. They're starting to show up, and they've got their gowns on, and for the first time, no one has Ugg boots and coats, and it's a really nice sight to see. Plus, they have the outdoor venue as well, and if you are headed to the auto show this weekend, it's going to be hot and humid, but beautiful here in downtown Detroit. They've done just such a great job outside and inside, and I'm just thrilled about it. But there are a lot of other events going on around Metro Detroit, so I will have your weekend forecast coming up, and there's some changes for next week. Huge changes next week, so I'll have that for you in the forecast a little bit later on.
Well, officially on the calendar, Thursday's fall, so we should expect big changes.
I know, but we have snuck this all in. We've been on such an unbelievable stretch,
day.
And a beautiful night here as it's going to be in downtown Detroit.
Absolutely. So we have much more to come here. Of course, the show hasn't even officially started yet. 6 o'clock is when the doors open, so we'll send it back to the studio, and we'll see you guys back in the next hour.
We'll see you at 6. You bet. Jason and Karen, back to you.
Sounds good. Thank you, guys.
Take a few pictures, and we'll see you soon. Yeah, looking good. And if you don't want to wait until 7, by the way, we do have something fun for you on Local 4 Plus. You can get a sneak peek behind the scenes of Charity Preview with Live in the D's Tati Amari at 6:30 p.m.
You'll see things you won't see anywhere else. Streaming exclusively on Local 4 Plus. You can download Local 4 Plus on your smart TV or other streaming device.
Well, still to come here at 5, and an update on the story that's got a lot of Americans talking. What happens next for the migrants flown to Martha's Vineyard by the Florida governor?